Well, hello there. How are you doing today? Come on in and come hang out with me for a bit. So what do I have going on for you for today? Today, I'm gonna talk with you a bit about my Christmas decor. My village, really. A couple days ago, or this past weekend, I should say, I actually put out all of my Christmas decor, and it's been about 3 years since I've done that. And along with that Christmas decor, I put up my village. And I showed my village this past weekend completely done because I just love the way it came out. And I think it's been a couple of years since I've shown how it's grown and the addition and where I ended up moving it to. A lot of you in the comments section asked for some tips about it, how I did certain things. You asked how it came to be and how long I've been collecting it. And so I'm going to answer those questions. Once upon a time, it would take me a day or two to get it up. But yeah, it takes me about 4 hours now because I've completely fine-tuned how to do it. Now I will tell you how it came to be. Growing up, my mom always had the most amazing Christmas decor that she put out every year. She would put up this village, and I remember being pretty young and it just being a few houses, and over the years it started growing, and it wasn't until I got older that I realized my mom would add to it every year. And so it was just something that I always loved. Well, when my mom passed away, it was one of the things that I really wanted was her village. And sadly, only one box of her village was found. And I want to say it was only 3 houses. And so I obviously took those houses, and they are very treasured pieces, but I decided to add upon it. And I had already started collecting for my village while my mom was alive, knowing that someday I would probably inherit her village. And I would just add to it one piece at a time. And so I have been collecting my village, I want to say, for about 20 years, maybe 22 years. And that was really when it started. And it started just on a small table on my entryway, actually the table that I painted dark brown. And it started on the top, and then it kind of moved to the top and the bottom, and then it moved from the top, the bottom, to underneath it to the point where I had no room for it anymore. And I built the stand, and I did build that stand. That stand I built probably 6 years ago, and it's very budget friendly. I do have a video for it, so I will link that at the end of this video on my end screen, so you can just tap on it, and I will put the link in my description box below. And I want to say it cost me maybe $80 to make, and it's held up perfectly. I always wanted kind of that T-laddered look, and it has, what is it, 4 shelves, and it holds a lot of houses. And I did go on the bigger scale because of the area that I had, and I had room to make it bigger. I knew that I had extra houses because I hadn't put it up the last 2 years. So I had bought, I think in the last 2 years before this year, a total of 6 pieces. And then this year I bought another 2 or 3. And so I had 9 new pieces to add to my village, and I didn't know where I was gonna put it because I had outgrown my stand. And I knew that I didn't want to put it in my entryway anymore because it just ended up becoming a hassle, moving the entryway table, the mirror, the lanterns, everything, and trying to find a place for it. And it was when I realized that I had a spot in my office, that front office, that I could put the stand. And then as I looked at my desk, I instantly remembered my mom putting her village in these wood cornice boxes that she had above her windows in her old ranch house. And it was always my favorite place that she had some of the villages. She had them everywhere, but when she started putting them on the wood cornice box above her window, it was one of my favorite things to just stare at. And so I thought, you know what, I can take down the couple items that I have on my desk above it. Look at how much real estate and space it gives me to put more village houses and to add to my village. And so I knew I could do it. I knew I could easily put lights up there and plug it in and hide the cord, and it just kind of made for the perfect spot, like it should have always been there. It was meant to be there. And so that is where it went. This is the first year that it's been there, and the girls say that now that is actually their favorite spot to look at, are the houses up there. I did add warm white Christmas lights, just the strand, because I personally absolutely love the warm white. The bright white and the LED just are kind of off colors. They work if those are for you, but I like the warm golden glow that the warm white lights give. And so yeah, a lot of you has asked how I hide the wires and how I light up all my houses. And once upon a time, until I want to say this is probably the first year I came up with this idea, I didn't put lights in it, because they all had the clip lights and you could only plug one light in. You couldn't plug it in light after light unless you bought a cord that had 4 light bulbs, but then they weren't spaced out enough. And so it made it really hard to use those lights. And so at some point I just unplugged them and decided that I wasn't going to use them and lit up the stand itself. But even then it wasn't super lit enough. And so over the years I've kind of pondered what I wanted to do, and it was this year that I realized how I could light up every house. And so how did I do that? I bought Christmas string lights, and some of the houses were lit up by batteries. So you had to put 4 AAA or AA batteries in the bottom, and you had to lift the houses up and turn on the light. And that just wasn't something I was gonna do when I have as many houses as I have. And so I got a glass drill, and I drilled holes in the back of each of my houses so I could put the string lights in there. And you can see here in the back of the houses how I just kind of put 2 or 3 lights in the holes. And so I just made sure that every village house had a hole in it that I could put the lights in, and Christmas lights ended up working perfectly. And with the white cord, again, it was easy to hide with the snow and the snow sheets. And yeah, I really just kind of start off with a snow blanket, put the houses down on it, and get everything the way I want it. Once I got the lights in, I went in with a bag of buffalo snow because I really love how realistic it looks, and I just kind of sprinkled it all over everything. As for the trees, I used to buy bottle brush trees and I was never super excited about them. This year I saw these spruce clips that you could add to your tree, and I decided that I could easily just kind of bend the clip and open it, and I could make it either 1 layer or 2 depending on how tall I wanted it. And they actually hold up better, it looks nicer, and I love them even more than the bottle brush trees. I got them at Walmart, and I want to say I bought probably 40 of them, and I did stack some of them, layered them too, so they would be higher and taller. I was thinking about flocking some. I might do that next year, but they were, I want to say 98 cents a piece, so it really wasn't all that expensive, and I just did away with the bottle brushes. Now, I think one of the other questions was, how do I store it? I do not store it in their original boxes. I store them in bubble wrap. I wrap each individual house in bubble wrap, and I have a couple big plastic storage bins that I place them in. and just kind of lay them on top of each other, but they really are cushioned with bubble wrap, a lot of bubble wrap. And yeah, they get stored in my Christmas shed. I have a shed that is specifically designated for Christmas. The trees and my village, the lights are all on remotes. I buy remotes from Holiday something at Walmart. You get a 3-pack for $25 and it's got a remote. And it makes it easy not to have to unplug anything or use light switches. I can just go around and turn everything off before bed. I wake up in the morning, turn it all on, and it works great by remote. I don't use a timer because, I don't know, sometimes I just want it on all day and sometimes I don't. And so yeah, the remote works really good, and Walmart's got a 3-pack for 25 bucks, and so it's kind of worth the money. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. I know I kind of gabbed a lot, but you know what? It was the only way I knew to answer the questions, and it was a good excuse to show you my Christmas decor. Until next time, everybody, stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy, but most of all, stay positive, please, because I'm sure trying. Bye.